I just wanted to tell a little bit about the left hand in the accordion. The bass, as it's called. So this is the Stradella system, which is very different to the free bass system. The free bass system is based on the the button accordions and not the piano accordions. So you have the same system in the left hand as you would in the right hand. You can also have piano accordions with free bass left hand, but that's another case. So the Stradella system, you can orient yourself from the second row. So you have the first one there, then you have the second row there, and that's the one you orient yourself from. You have 3 marked buttons. The middle one is C, and we will use that one to orient ourselves from. Then you have E up there and A flat down there. And those are the root notes. In the first row, you will have the major third of the second row, which means that if you're on the C row there, you will have E on the first row. Now, upwards and downwards, what does that mean? When we go from C and we move upwards, that is the same as going to the right in the circle of fifths. Same downwards is the same as going to the left in the circle of fifths. Clockwise, counterclockwise. So if we start with C, the one above will then be G, then we have D, A, E, B, and so on. And from C downwards we will have F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and so on. In the circle of fifths, notes will be the same eventually because it's a circle. That means when you reach up here, you have F sharp, and above you have D sharp, C sharp, I mean, sorry. Then same down here, you will have C sharp, but that one can also be called D flat, of course. So if we have C sharp, that one should be equal to this one, and it is. So A flat is then the same as G sharp, which is even higher. Now, that's the circle of fifths. So that's upwards and downwards. Now, from row 3 and all the way out, you have chords. So these are presets of chords. When we use C as the reference note or the root note of the chord, the first, or now the third row, is then C major. The next one is minor. Then you have dominant, 7th, and diminished. And those are all the chords provided. So that is for C, but it's the exact same system for all of the root notes. So if we go from G, you will have G major, G minor, G dominant 7, and G diminished. Now, there are multiple ways of combining basses in jazz, for example, or yeah, many types of music actually. So yeah, one example could be C, C minor, and we go down to, we follow the circle of fifths, F, B flat, E flat, at the E flat major, and we will get a C minor 7. So yeah, I will not go very much into detail on that right now. But first, how to use the bass. There are multiple ways of playing the accordion bass, but a very common way can be to make rhythmical grooves, or so if we base ourselves on C major, one important thing to remember here is that the fingering will be the same independent of key. If you're in C, it doesn't matter. It's going to be the same as if you're in F sharp or A flat. So let's start with C as a reference. In C major, in 4/4, one way to play it is like this. Common to use in many types of music. Now, I say first finger, second finger, third, fourth, and fifth. And I use the fourth finger typically on the root note, then third, second on G, so C, C major, with third finger, second finger on G, and back on C major with third finger, then that pattern on repeat. And this can be transferred up there, for example, from C, one step up, you're on G. So down to F, C again. Now in minor, I would use some different fingering. I would use fourth on the root, and on the chord, I would use second finger, and then third on the fifth of the, yeah, so on C, from C I would use third finger on G. Now this is a pattern that is also commonly used on dominant sevenths. So that's not minor, but it's with the seventh, major seventh. G with fourth, G7 with second finger, and third on the D, then second on G7, and third, fourth again on G. It's also pretty common to play yeah, melodic phrases, could be, or bass figures. So here I played a first C with the fourth finger, second finger on C minor, third finger, for example, on, so we have G, and the major third of G is a B, and that's what we want. back to C minor with second finger, down with fourth finger on B flat, so that's the circle of fifths again, C, F, B flat. Or, and then from F major third we have A. So again, and then if we continue this, one thing you will notice here, if you play chromatically, it's going to be the same pattern all the time. So it is the any root notes in the second row, then it's the major third of the next one in the circle of fifths, or what to say, the one just above it. So the third one of that one is on the row inside, you know. So not that one, but inside it. And then you skip one row and you go to the one below on the second row. Then major third again, and it's the same pattern. So this is what we are doing on this one. Here I also changed the chord to F minor, because we were in C minor. But I use A flat as the bass note. And G, for example, G7, and B, which is the major third and a good leading note to C, or C minor. So there are many ways of playing the accordion, or what to say, but these are the main things. This can be used in anything, and even, okay, let's say irregular rhythms. You would often use similar patterns. So this was in 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But we could also do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Yeah, so that's it for now, I think. Thanks for watching.